You're watching The Breakfast Club.
What up, y'all? It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest from the H-Town in the building.
Trae
Trae Tha Truth.
Trae Tha Truth.
I'm no longer a guest, you know, it's family, man.
Yeah, you part
What's
of the
up?
show. You ain't no longer a guest.
He's not used to the weather, you can tell.
Listen, I was telling him, I said, yo, Trae been banned from radio for so long. He take advantage of every radio opportunity he get. He
don't play.
Now, you didn't bring no camels with you this time, man?
Nah. I should have. I should have brought a lot more. This weather out here, man, this weather terrible. I'm not. Look how I look.
Nah, I see you got hoods on, Timberlands on.
So what do? You go hit a store here in New York, go buy you some coats and sweaters and all that stuff?
Nah, I was already ready. You know, I'm on promo tour, so going all through the Midwest and here is getting real with the snow. I ain't used to that, man. Not in Texas.
The Truth 2.
February 5th.
February 5th. Okay, and I heard the song with you, T.I. and Rick Ross. All good. Those are all people, I was thinking about it, for all three of you that have been through a lot and have managed to come back from all of the struggles that you had to go through in your careers as far as other outside things.
Yeah. And they still coming. You know, when you actually hear the truth too, you're going to learn a little bit more of what I've been going through on my little break.
So
What
this
you
the
been going
album or
through?
mixtape? This the actual album?
Yeah, it's the album. It's
Okay.
the sequel to part one, another 17 songs. You know, it ain't really for me just to put it out there, but you know, when they hear the music, they'll get the right feeling and know what my mind state is.
Mm-hmm.
But lately, I've just been on some laid back, trying to be positive type stuff, man. You know, because pressure busts pipes, and I know what I'm capable of doing. So lately, I've just been trying to just stick to the music, man.
What is it? Is it things going on in the street? Or?
Oh, nah, never that.
Corporate stuff?
Nah, I think you know you just reach a point where when we get older we really see things black and white. You know what I'm saying? No in between. You see a lot of non-loyal stuff. You know, like you gotta understand. I was raised on principles and morals and just standing for what's right. And there's a lot of none of that going on right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that's totally opposite. So, you know, I'm just witnessing a lot of changes and witnessing a lot of people that be a tad bit different than how I would rock or how I would expect. So I've just been kind of just staying in my lane, doing what I need to do.
But
I
you
would
like the
think
quickest way to be disappointed. They always say if you expect people to be like you're gonna definitely feel disappointed.
And you know what, people used to tell me that, and I would hear it and I would say I understand it, but now I really do. You know what I'm saying? Because when you set that bar so high thinking that they gonna stand 10 toes down how you do, and then to find out they not, especially when you was genuine with it, it tend to hurt and bring anger a lot more. So I ain't putting expectations on nothing no more right now.
But you're always with the same people. You move dolo. I always see you move by yourself.
Yeah, but
nothing changes with you.
But you know my shall I say, my following and my name go a long way throughout these states. So I got a lot of people that people don't see with me on the regular. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where the situation.
The disappointment happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would think that after everything you went through as far as being banned, back then you realized that a lot of people you thought was rocking with you
Yeah, I think all
weren't
the artists
rocking with
wouldn't
you.
rock with you, Trey. Come on now.
I mean, you know,
Especially
Especially in Houston.
Yeah, but that was one situation because you gotta understand, man. Like, even with the music, I still live a real life. You know what I'm saying? I'm human like anybody else. So I think past that was the eye opener to start me to really paying attention, because before then, you know, everything was perfect, really. So that was the eye opener. But still, you would think even after so many years and you witnessing it and you experiencing it and you feel like you're sharp enough, and then it just keep happening. You know what I'm saying? With just more and more, you just get to a point like, shit, it just don't.
So once we hear this Truth too, we really gonna know.
Yeah, and it may be, you know, it may be some people who ain't gonna like what's being said.
Oh, you
but
naming names?
It is what it is.
Or they know who they are.
Yeah, they know who they are.
Got
man.
you.
You know, one thing about me, they know I stand on what I say. It is what it is. However they want to do it, you know, I'm about that.
And you know what's crazy? Like, for all the people that turned their back on you when you were banned, you probably wouldn't want to deal with them anyway.
True.
Like for you to still
But I
reach
also
out,
feel like
for you to still reach out to them says a lot about you.
You still had an understanding though, because you understood the whole. They didn't want to get banned from the radio. It was a bit. You never really were like,
man, I think
condemning people for.
Nah, I mean, majority no.
Mm-hmm.
Some I had that expectation set hot for. You know what I'm saying? But I think after the first couple of years, I just accepted that. Like that don't even bother me no more. You know, like to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I usually go to cities and don't pay attention to nothing to do with radio. Y'all probably one of the only few, other than satellite, that I'm gonna just stop by and holler at. You know what I'm saying? That's just based on relationships. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, when you come to a point where you accept it and let it go, it's like, why make excuses or cry about it? You got to just keep it moving. And I feel I've been doing good at that, at least to stay relevant. 6 years being banned worldwide, that ain't easy at all.
I'm always surprised that more artists, especially in Houston, don't support you and ride with you. I mean, Angela Yee and I went out to Trae Day this year, and to see the support and what you did for the people of Houston, and it had nothing to do with.
And they got to ride on a damn camel.
Yeah, I did ride on a camel, but it had nothing to do with the politics or the promotion. It had to do with the kids. So I was really surprised not to see more Houston artists coming out there and supporting you. I thought I was going to see, the whole Houston out there as far as artists are concerned, but it wasn't.
But man, one thing people gonna always know, especially out of Texas, I've been one of the ones to stand on my own. So, my lane always been the people and been the streets, and me being a big homie with them. So, with long as they show up and they there, and I'm able to do what I was blessed to be able to do and pass my blessings, that's what count for me,
That was Envy's first Trae Day, and there really hasn't in the past been, a whole lot of other Houston artists there.
But you know why? Though it's hard to look a man in the eye when you know you doing them foul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and another thing, man, I think like with me, what you just said earlier, it comes to a point where you realize, man, don't nobody really owe you nothing. And when you realize that, it's like, what is it to really be mad at? You know?
It make you go harder though. Like I'm approved.
By far, because you gotta understand, man. It's still to this day certain areas I go in where that station may have something going on. Like I'm not allowed to show up to certain shows. It's still real with that whole.
That's crazy.
Some people might have left Houston and moved.
Yeah, but my son named Houston, so you know I stand.
He can't live in Miami.
Yeah,
Houston.
Nah, I ain't going nowhere. I mean, and plus it's motivation for those who feel like they at that brick wall, just to see me overcome so much stuff and still be here like it never happened.
Right.
That motivate others and that plant that seed in them for the next Trae Tha Truth that's coming up.
I see Paul Waldo on the latest Trae Tha Truth.
Yeah, that's
cartoon.
The
Paul Waldo doing good out there too.
Yeah, most definitely. He got an album coming out right after mine too.
He just had out Slab God.
Yeah, we both with Empire Distribution. They out of the Bay. That's the homie guys in them. But yeah, the cartoon. Huh?
Ain't Lucius and
Nah.
Empire.
See, I think
they were upset about that. I remember once
the people in the Bay were the first actual Empire, so it kind of. They felt some type way about that.
They ain't sued. They could have got a nice little check.
I met them at Trae Day.
I think they're actually going back and forth with that process right now, man. And again, I stand for what's right, so I got to stand with those who rock with me. So I'm rocking with those out the Bay.
You did a song with Quentin Miller also.
Yeah, just the little homie, man. He working, trying to get his music going right now.
You think it's harder for him now, given everything that happened, that he was in the middle of that controversy? It wasn't necessarily his fault in any way, but...
Yeah, and to be honest with you, when you meet him and just deal with him, he's totally innocent in that situation. He just trying to do what he doing, feed his daughter. That's one thing you always hear him talk about is his daughter. And if you follow him, you'll see it a lot.
He didn't write your verse on there, right? Takers.
You should know not to even play with me like that. But Angela, lucky I love her to death. But now, man, the good thing with me is, man, I reach out to a lot of people, man. Like I'm one of these people because we caught up in a world where so many people be like, I don't want to deal with this cat. I don't want to deal with this cat because this may look cool. This may not look cool. I'm the type of cat that's like, I've been my own man with or without him. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if they a square. It don't matter if they a gangster, if they a dancer. At the end of the day, whatever you want to do that suits you, do you. As long as you ain't disrespecting me, and we got a clear understanding, I'm cool, man. Like I'm not one of them timid or insecure people that got to worry about what people think. You got to look at like I'm one of the only rappers that ain't never smoked and drank my whole life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they ain't made me look or feel no different. I still stand on what I stand.
You never did the lean growing up in Houston?
Nah, I ain't never smoked.
Which is interesting that you never even, it's so part of the whole culture. And
I have a reason, though. I mean, my reason is, coming up, like, I believe I was 12 when my older brother got hit with the first couple of life sentences he got. I had 2 sisters murdered, which was his girl and the mother of his child. Like I go through a lot of stuff, and I feel like whatever hit me at that point in time, if I deal with it head up, it ain't everything after it'll smooth out. Like it ain't gonna get no worse. A lot of people do they have their own reasons. Some people do it just to feel good, but a lot of people I know who go through a lot, it kind of ease their mind for a second, just so they not have to deal with it. I'm just one of them type people. I rather deal with this for what it is, and then afterwards, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah, if you deal with it in a sober mind, and you just get it over with.
Yep.
You keep trying to escape with your drugs.
However it hurt right then and there, it can't really get no worse. You know what I'm saying? That's just like if you finna get in there and have to go 12 rounds with a Tyson. If you get in there, you got to take that first round for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because trying to play around, whether you may be on steroids, whatever, when that wear off, you're gonna
bust your ass.
Yeah, so
That's crazy because you always got the demeanor like you be on lean anyway. You just
everybody think they think that because I got to look good, man. I just eat good.
Yeah.
Now talk about the cartoon. The cartoon seems like it's doing extremely well.
And it's part of a show called Explicit Language, which is on Fuse TV right now. So, like each episode that they show on Fuse, they may play like a minute or 2 of it. It's just kind of building it up, and they got it for another season now. And I'm just hoping that it'll land where I can get my own situation with Adult Swim or on Cartoon Network or something, because it should be no way this cartoon don't hit that platform, and just the way it look, feel, and all the people who take part in it. So
it's been a long time coming. I've been pushing to try to get like a regular role on there. I had one appearance.
Whenever it just I be so random with them. But when I leave here, I'm gonna call them and make sure and tell them that's priority. Make sure I get Breakfast Club on there for sure.
Are you looking at other revenue streams now? Because you've been doing the rap thing for a long time.
Yeah. That I've been me and Philly Flyboy, who do a lot of my who do all my videos actually. I want to try and do like independent films. I want to do voiceovers. Yeah, like maybe the cartoon movies and other stuff like that. I want to take a stab at that, and see what that may do.
I told Doc Winters Trae got a Quiet Storm voice.
He does.
Doc used to do the Quiet Storm. Right. I'm like, man, put Trae on in Houston at midnight.
It ain't gonna be no love making right now. It ain't gonna be no love making.
Trae Tha Truth, Thug Love, 12 to 2.
Yeah,
Boom bap ready. No way.
93.7 the beat.
I can see it.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no thug love over here, man.
So what's going on for Trae Day 2016?
And last year you had camels, you brought snow.
We got
tried to bring an elephant last year.
Yeah, I just may try that again this year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like it gotta outdo the last one. Every one I always want to make it better than the last. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things been going cool for me now. So I feel like this is gonna be, because the one y'all came to is probably one of the biggest ones. So I feel this year is gonna be even more bigger. I can help a lot more people. Like, I'm just seeing it's a lot of people in need. Like over Christmas, I teamed up with Sheila Jackson Lee and the mayor of the city, and we gave out probably like over 8,000 kids toys. Then left there probably maybe 3-4 days, teamed up with another organization in the Houston Fire Department and the church, and it was another 3,000-4,000 people out there. So it's just a lot of people in need. So long as I'm able and I got something that I can spare, I'm gonna get out there and do what needs to be done.
Your born day July 3rd?
July 3rd.
You a Cancer?
Yeah.
Like me.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, now I get it. I totally understand it.
What do you understand?
Leave Trae alone. Trae will keep things in. But boy, when he bomb on you, he gonna bomb on you. Yeah. I get it now. I understand it.
Yeah.
You go to the rodeo? I never been to it, but
Nah, I never really been into it. I bought my mama horses, but I just ain't never been into it. I ain't the type.
The little horse, the little midget horse, or the big,
nah,
big
the
horse?
big one. Yeah,
What's
yeah.
a
I ain't
midget
gonna have my
horse?
mama looking weak on
little
the midget. I ain't gonna have her riding no shit like that, man.
My mama no damn midget horse.
But nah, she got real horses.
I seen it on some TV show. They got like the little small.
Yeah, I know what you're
horses
talking about. Yeah,
The
yeah.
little horse.
Oh man. Another thing, like with what you was asking me, I'm trying to either I want to try and find a certain name of a scholarship in my name that I could do for somebody, or I'm gonna try and do something with more of the elementary side of the kids. And then my middle son is disabled, so I know hopefully when I can sit down and slow down, me and his mother might try and do something with disabled kids, but when I get in there, I want to be all the way right,
Right.
I ain't one of them cats that want to just jump in it and have do it, because I feel like them situations kind of delicate. So
Gotcha.
I'm trying to
represent.
do a little bit of everything, you know.
What kind of disability is it? Like,
He have a chromosome disorder, but I mean it's like it's so many kids that have different disabilities, and I think people would like keep it in the dark because they, you're in a world where people make fun of everything. So,
right.
I think when you get a soldier, somebody to step out there on the front line and let them know, like, I don't give a damn what people think. I'm gonna stand for what I stand for. I think there's gonna be a lot of people that'll step up with so many different disabilities. I don't think I want to just focus on one, but I want to do that. I'm just getting my hands on a little bit of everything, man.
How's everything at Grand Hustle?
It's cool, man. I believe Tip got his new deal. I know his album coming. He finna put out, I believe, the Bankroll Mafia project, which is a group like with him, Thug, Shad the God, Dro. So they've been working on that, and we all just been pushing. He been doing this stuff, of course, in the community, and of course his movies.
Right.
He really focused on that, and TV shows and stuff. So.
All right. Well, we appreciate you joining us.
February 5th?
Yeah, February 5th. The Truth Part 2, man.
All right.
The Truth Part 2.
It's The Breakfast Club. It's H-Town's own Trae Tha Truth.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in.